For all the Trekkies out there, Brent Spiner, the man who famously played Data in Star Trek The Next Generation, has spoken about coming back again as Data. As you guys know, in Picard Season 3, he was brought back in a realistic sci-fi way, if you will, where they could actually pull it off. Data is with them once again, and he looks older. So it actually worked. Well, Brent Spiner has now spoken out about the possibility of returning even more. Nick, that is exactly what we are getting into here today. And we want to look at his comments and let you weigh in on this. Now, look, right out of the gate, I'm excited about this, that it's possible. It's really cool to see an iconic character actor talking about making a return decades later, and he knows that he could pull it off. He says, this is his recent comments, and he's changed his tune as well. I'm always available if the writing is good and the ideas are good. I mean, I have this one idea. I don't know if it's any good or not, but it's just a title, and the title is Star Trek Data. I don't know. How does that sound to you? And then he laughs. He says, yeah, I'm always up for doing more. Spiner then talked about Picard Season 3's emotional, full-on TNG reunion and how it felt to be back among his old co-stars again. Now, I got to tell you guys, it's one of my favorite moments in television history. The last couple of episodes of Picard Season 3 was totally, geared towards nostalgia people. I'm one of those, and it pulled me right in. I actually watched the episode where they get back on board the Enterprise as the original cast. I watch that episode like once every 3 months because I love it that much. But he says here, I thought that they captured something really wonderful in the third season. Terry Matalas brought us all back, and I felt like everybody was pretty much at the top of their game. It was a wonderful achievement on Terry's part because I was dubious myself, but it worked. Now, he's changed his tune, Nick, because back 5 years ago, he said the following: there was just a finite amount of time that I can actually play Data, no matter what anyone says. So many people are like, oh, you can do it. You're not too old. And then I do it, and they go, you're too old. Why'd you do it? I think we did it in such brief sequences that it was fine to do it, and I felt good about it, but I wouldn't really entertain the idea of doing it again because I just don't think it would be realistic. Well, that comment didn't age well, because what he and Terry Matalas did in Picard Season 3 was fantastic. So as far as that goes, Nick, I say give us more Star Trek Data. What say you?
Yeah, I mean, William Shatner's talking about returning as well. He's way older than Brent Spiner.
In his 90s.
Yeah, so if he can do it, any of the other cast that's younger than
we don't
Shatner,
know if he can do it. He's just saying that he, I don't know. I bet he can.
So, the thing is, I know there's a lot of people out there that are completely turned off of anything Kurtzman Trek, and I'm in agreement with that. Me personally, I liked a lot of Picard Season 3. I skipped Season 2. Season 1 was terrible. And that's why I skipped Season 2. But the fact that they brought them all back in Season 3, I wanted to see what they did. Yeah. And it was not without issue. I definitely had some issues with with Season 3. But overall, for me personally, I thought it was watchable, and it had a lot of good moments in it. Like Coach said, when they all got back on the Enterprise and reunited, they turned the lights on, and there was actually light on
that was as good of a moment as any. Like that part was a great part for me.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, I mean, the thing is, Kurtzman has done so much damage to Star Trek, just like Disney Lucasfilm has done with Star Wars.
Oh yeah.
And so it's just gonna. I really just wish that somebody else would take over Star Trek and Kurtzman would be out of there. So if this is done underneath somebody else's, or somebody else being the showrunner and Kurtzman's not involved, I think it would have potential. But as long as Kurtzman's there, I just don't know. And the thing is, Patrick Stewart came in with his ideas for Season 1, and that did not go over well.
Not a good thing.
All. And Season 2 as well.
Not a good thing.
So, who knows if the Star Trek Data, if his ideas are any better than Patrick Stewart's ideas. I'm not really. in some cases, I think the actors should have a say so, but in others, I'm like, get the writers that know the universe to do the writing. They're the professionals. They're the writers. The actors are just there to act.
Sure.
So I don't know. I would be curious to see what they do. I mean, it can't be any worse than what we got with Section 31 for anybody that watched that hot mess. But yeah, I don't know. Time will tell. We'll see what happens. But personally, I would be surprised if he comes back and plays the Data role ever again in his lifetime. Honestly.
Okay. Well, I don't know if I would be surprised by it. I would be pleasantly surprised by it if he did. Now, it's interesting that he shouted out to the rooftops Terry Metalis' name. It'd be something if Terry Metalis was on board and did a series with Data, because we know he could pull it off because he's already pulled it off. Yeah. So really be interesting there. Guys, let us know in the comments what you think. Do you want to see Data return in Star Trek, or are you so burnt out by what they've done that you're done too? Let us know in the comments. As we always say, we are UR Echo Base Network. Nick, no, wait, I'm Coach. You're Nick.
Yeah.
See you guys on the next one.
Bye, guys.